What's going on, guys, and welcome to the Seattle Mariners franchise here on MLB The Show 19, and today we are going to go over our offseason. It was a big offseason. There's a lot to recap here, so let's go with it. Brandon Morrow going to sign a one-year, $5.8 million contract with us. Then we made a bunch of deals. We dumped off D. Gordon, picking up a nice pitching prospect. Dumped off Kyle Seager, picking up a nice left field prospect. We got rid of Jay Bruce and Dustin Ackley for a couple good prospects. And then we made a lot of little prospect deals, as you can see, picking up Steven Nakajima from the Rangers. That's going to be big later on in this episode, as you can see. He's a pretty good overall already. We pick up Rhett Esquivel. He will be our worst starting pitcher on our roster, but he is an A potential, something we can definitely grow. Seth Elledge picked up from the Cardinals, and then for some reason the Twins wanted to give us a B and an A for 3 C's, so we had to go for it. Hans Kraus coming to us over from the Texas Rangers. We were able to sign Anthony Rendon, a huge signing for us, $14.62 million a year for 6 seasons. We're going to have to take a look at him in this franchise. He's 29 years old. Hopefully he does not go down too quickly. Xander Bogaerts going to join the squad as well. 4-year contract for him for $14.56 a year. He's only 27, so he should be able to play out that contract really well for us. That was an awesome signing for us. Then we made another prospect deal here. We had to make some of these deals because our roster had too many players on it, and we wanted to be able to bring back the guys we liked as well as signing new players. Nick Pratto, we went after him. They gave us a deal here that we kind of liked. I liked Healy a lot, but we needed that first baseman a lot more than what they were asking for, so we went ahead and did that. And then right field, giving up Blake Rutherford, getting a shortstop. Very important for us. Then, as you can see here, we got Ryan Healy. We're going to go ahead and we're going to look at the roster. A lot of good guys, a lot of good backups, good stuff going on for our franchise. We have guys at third base. We have guys at shortstop. There is at least a quality starter everywhere on the roster. That's going to help us out big time this season. There's Mitch Haniger. Mitch Haniger's coming back. Hopefully he comes back strong. He was really injured last year, and that really hurt us a lot. But as you can see, what the lineup looks like, it's pretty strong. It's a lot stronger than last year. And then looking at the pitching rotation, we're pretty much bringing back all of the same guys, hoping for some development, hoping for some guys to take big steps forward. We're taking a look here at Dallas Keuchel in the spring training opener. See how our guys can play here in the opener. Snell going up against Dallas Keuchel. So Snell, all of a sudden, an Oakland Athletic. He's going to be in our division all year long. Matt Chapman hits a home run off Dallas Keuchel in the second inning, so not a great start for Dallas Keuchel and his spring training beginnings. But Keuchel going to allow Paris Allen to get on base on a single. Allen's going to steal, but then there's going to be a strikeout, so he's able to get out of the inning there. Moving along, there's Matt Olson. There's a 2-run shot by Pinder. It's going to be 3-0 Oakland A's here in the 5th inning, and we just can't really get the bats going. We're getting no hit to this point. Not exactly what we want to see from the money that we spent out there this offseason. We're hitless, and that's not looking good for us. Then we finally do get a hit, but it does not mean anything as far as scoring runs. Keuchel's still in there in the bottom of the 7th, and he's able to get through 7 strong innings. I mean, he did give up 3 runs, but, you know, you should be able to try to win a game or at least be tied in the game with giving up 3 runs in today's MLB, but it is 3-1 right now as we do get 1 run across. Keuchel is going to pitch bottom 8, and he's going to get through it pretty easily, so Blake Treinen coming in And we get a single from Haniger, a run scored off of a Domingo Santana double, and we are in it, but we cannot complete the comeback, so we will lose our spring training opener. Blake Snell pitching really, really well. He only pitched 3 innings. I guess that's how spring training works, but that's not exactly how I managed it. But we're going to go ahead, sim through more of spring training, taking a look at what is going on. Hopefully, Marco Gonzalez can continue that good outing that he had there in that 10-3 victory. Yusei Kikuchi, another guy we're hoping can really take a step forward. I really, really want to see him get the job done. Wasted a lot of money on foreign money on him, and we really want to see him do well in this series. So here we go. There is Yusei Kikuchi. That's what he was able to do. Marco Gonzalez with a 386 in spring training. Mike Leake continuing his great play with a 205. Here's a surprise. Felix Hernandez with a 27. That is not bad for him. I thought he was just about done. Chat really wanted to bring him back for one more season, so that's exactly what we went ahead and did, and maybe he won't make us regret it this year, which is going to be awesome if he can do that. If he could at least be that good, we can appreciate him, and hopefully maybe he'll retire because I really don't want to have to dump him off. And here we go. Kikuchi looking pretty good. I'm really liking what he can do. Hopefully he can continue to improve. Keuchel, a 3-3, not too bad. Could have used a little bit more from him, but here we are deciding our rotation. As you can see, chat kind of helped me out a little bit with how we're going to order this rotation. So we go ahead and we do that. Looking at the pitchers here. Hunter Strickland, a 9.82 ERA. That's not really what we want to see from him. That is not good. He was supposed to be a setup man. Ivan Nova with over an 8 ERA. Morrow was looking really sweet. Altavia not looking good at all. Teddy McDaniel with only a 3 ERA. That's not too bad. Justice Sheffield not really looking like the top prospect we want him to look like. Sam Tuivalala did not really get a chance. Neither did Jamie Castilla or Zach Roskup or Ronas Elias, really. Sam Tuivalala. Yeah, a lot of these guys really didn't get much of a shot. Otero with a 3 ERA. He's a new signing for us. 74 overall. We were trying to sign him to be a setup man. We'll see if that continues into the season, if he's able to carry that in. That would be great. If some of these new bullpen guys really work out and some of these new hitters really work out, we could really be a force to be reckoned with in the American League West. But, again, that remains to be seen. Ivan Nova didn't really work out like we wanted him to in the spring training, but that doesn't mean that he can't do something in the actual season. So we'll see what he is able to do once we get into the season. But we'll move on into the hitting. Omar Narvaez in a little bit of a position battle against Yan Gomes, and Narvaez clearly wins it there with his 358 average throughout spring training. Really, really good average for him. Ryan Healy batting 276. Jerko only a 163, so clearly Healy the better option currently. So obviously we are going to go with Ryan Healy. Ben Zobrist hits 480 in 25 at-bats. Not a big sample size for him. 61 at-bats for Chris Santiago. And then 40 at-bats for Shed Long. He bats 225. Chris Santiago under 200. He's not even batting his weight, so we're probably not going to start him. But Zobrist looked really, really good in spring training, so he'll probably start the season on the bench. We really want Long to develop, so we've got to kind of play him. Xander Bogaerts with a 319. Nakajima with a 333 in spring training. Looking really solid. I don't know if we're going to have room for him on the MLB roster, but it would be really nice if we did. We'll see if that ends up coming to fruition. So maybe some really good shortstop in our future here, as Nakajima looks really nice. 21 years old, 69B. He can definitely hit for contact. Not really a power guy, but we'll put him in some training that might help that out a little bit. Domingo Santana goes 276. Kyle Lewis with a 318 and 22 at-bats, and then Sean Padilla in 18 at-bats that we gave him, 167, so not great for him. Malik Smith only bats 197. Nelson Cruz a 273, very good for him. So what we really want to do right now is we are going to turn it over to the phones. That's right, we're going to the phones right now, and we're going to take some comments and some questions on this offseason to end the video. Okay, our first caller is going to be Wilfred. Wilfred, you're on. What is your question?
Well, suffering succotash. I think the Mariners are being very stupid with their off-season moves. I do not like how they went after Anthony Rendon, and I think that Xander Bogaerts sucks. I do not like this direction. We should have waited another season and built with our young prospects. Please, trade these bums. Sell the team. You're an idiot.
Okay, obviously Wilfred was really looking for the tank session this year, but I'm actually really happy with what the Mariners did this offseason. They're trying to win some ball games. You can't really fault them for that. Sorry, Wilfred. Okay, next we have Barney on the phone. Barney, what is up?
Hello. I just wanted to say that I love the direction the team has been taking this offseason, signing guys like Anthony Rendon, Xander Bogaerts, Ben Zobrist. I think it's really going to help out the infield, and it's really going to help out our hitting depth and our power in the lineup. I'm still excited to see what Shed Long can do. I know that Santiago guy is going to be interesting as well. Competing with him throughout the season, I'm excited to see what happens there. And overall, I really like the direction the team is taking, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for the Mariners.
Well, thanks for the call there, Barney, and I happen to agree with you. I really like the way that the ownership and the general manager is trying to bring in players that are going to hopefully gel together. That is the one issue that I might be concerned about, but at least they're bringing in players with reputation and that have enough youth to really do this for seasons to come. All right, next we're going to go out to Fillmore. Fillmore, what have you got for us?
Hello. I just wanted to say that I hate Seattle. I hate the Mariners. Every year they promise a championship and nothing happens. Everybody thinks that signing a couple of hitters is going to fix everything. And I don't think that it's going to do jack. So you know what? Screw the Mariners. I'm gonna be a Dodgers fan for this season. Ha 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 ha.
Okay, Fillmore, that's your prerogative. I mean, if that's what you want to do, you want to go out there and bandwagon the Dodgers, go right ahead and do that. At least you're not bandwagoning the Astros or the Angels or somebody in our actual division. Have fun not rooting for a team that should win a lot more games than they won last year, and last year they were 500, so if they turn around and they start making the playoffs this season, I really don't want to see you come back to our fan base. Good riddance there, Fillmore. Okay, last but certainly not least, we're going to go out to William. William, what have you got for us today?
Hi, I just had a quick question. What do you think about the additions to the lineup? Rendon, Bogaerts obviously are big names, but what are some sleeper guys that you think could really make an impact this season that the team brought in, not only in the lineup, but on the pitching staff as well?
Very nice question there, William. Thank you for that. Well, let me tell you something. As far as the lineup is concerned, I would expect that if you're looking for sleepers, you look more towards the bench players, like Ben Zobrist, like Chris Santiago. I think Shed Long is really going to do well in that lineup behind a bunch of star players. I think Nelson Cruz is going to do better than a lot of people will give him credit for. If you move over to the pitching staff, they brought in Ivan Nova to be a long reliever. Watch out if somebody gets injured and he has to come in and fill a starting pitcher role. He could actually be a pretty good pitcher for the team. As well as look out for Yusei Kikuchi. I think he'll have a really strong year this year. He was getting acclimated to America last year. I think he's really ready to go. Well, thank you to the callers, and I will see you all next off season. Do not be afraid to drop a like, subscribe if you are new. Plenty more videos, franchise content all day, every day here on Franchise Gaming, and I'll see you all next time.